Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, fellas. Jim, James, guys, very good morning. Welcome to the morning after the first debate. Randy, Sue, good morning. Guys, good morning. Well, futures are all over the place. We were up last night, down then later in the evening. This is, let me do this. This is the NASDAQ currently. We got a really nice move up to about 300 here this morning. Very nice bounce from 530. Good morning, Mohammed. And this is currently where we're at. Hell of a bounce from 530 this morning, guys. Futures are still down. Not as ugly as they were this morning. But we are down a bit. Let me take a look at the futures. We have ADP non-farm payroll at 8:15, so we surely, and then we have GDP, I think, at 8:30. I'll take a look again. Currently, Dow futures are down 174. S&P is off 18 handles, and the NASDAQ's down 72. Gold is also off from yesterday, about 13 points, 13 handles. Crude down 13 cents, copper off a little, natural gas off a little bit, but that's largely, I think, on this dollar strength. I'm not sure what's giving bid to the buck today, but we saw a sell yesterday, a bid back up today. In any event, we're here. We'll try to make our money, and we will get gone. It is Wednesday, fellas, last day of September. It's a balmy 48 degrees in the south. And it is the day after what I am referring to as the S show. If anybody watched that debate last night, I'd love to hear your opinions. I thought it was a disaster. It was the most unprofessional debate I've ever seen. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Yeah, I'm with you, Brad. I'm wondering if there's even going to be another debate after last night. Nothing was accomplished. Nothing was accomplished. That's my opinion, fellas. That's my opinion. It was a disaster of epic proportions. Yeah, I watched about an hour and a half, and that was all I could take. I said, I'm done. No, maybe not even. I think I was done. It started at 9. I was done about 10. In any event, we will see what today brings. I'm thinking that it is. I'm thinking that the markets are not going to have much to digest here. I'm not sure why the dollar has a bid. I'm really not, because regardless, especially if Biden should win, I would think that the Democrats will immediately throw money, and that should drive the dollar lower. But again, we trade what we see. In a perfect world, I think gold comes back down and tests that 1850 area. And if it breaks 1850, we're definitely coming to 1800. We could come to 1775, but that area has got to be, in my opinion, silver at $20, got to be the longs. I mean, positionally. We'll see. In any event, guys, we're here very quickly. Here's our news for the day. At 8:15, we have ADP. I'm not sure what the numbers are. They should be on the site. I can check. And then at 8:30, we have QT, third reading of annualized GDP and personal consumption. What I'm interested in is the core. 945 Chicago PMI, no big deal. 10 o'clock, we have pending home sales. We know those should be a beat anyways, right? And then, of course, we have crude inventories this morning. Stephen, good morning. Let me see what they're looking for on ADP. 649,000 versus 428. So that's what we're looking for on ADP. I will quickly read the disclaimer, and we will get on with it. U.S. government required disclaimer: futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Hang on one second, guys. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. There is our disclaimer, guys. Let me get this up. Inception, I've offered the bot at a price, right? And it was an all-inclusive, meaning you purchase the bot and you could trade whatever the heck you wanted with it, right? And you know, the price is what the price is. Some of you don't trade YM or crude or even gold for that matter and don't really care. So one of the things that I'm introducing, and I should have it in the next week, is the bot will be available for individual instruments. So for instance, let's say you just trade the NASDAQ. You care less about the ES, the YM, silver, copper, whatever the case may be. Let's say you want to trade just the NASDAQ. That's all you do. Or you trade just the ES. So we're going to make the bot of singular usage. Yeah, nobody likes Ninja, including myself, and I've used it for 10 years. The bot will be available for $9.97. That will be single usage. So it will only be whatever it is you say you want to use. So if you say, look, I want to use, so if you said the NQ, you would be able to trade the mini and or the micro, right? If you said gold, obviously you would be able to trade MGC or GC. Same with the ES. And then if anybody, yeah, TradeStation we're working on. And then if you wanted to add a second instrument, we'll add a second instrument for another $399. So for under $1,400, you can have the bot, you can trade two instruments. So we're stuck at that 7-8, guys. We're going to go through. It's all buyers. We're going to go through. Well, you know what it is, Terrence? There's a lot of people that say, yeah, I mean, listen, first off, I think for $24.97, I think the bot is truly undervalued, especially relative to what's on the market, right? But there's a lot of people that don't necessarily, don't trade soybeans or don't trade, other instruments that, they don't need it. So we're working on that programming now. Here comes first target on silver, fellas. There's first target on silver. Gold is turning up on the 15-minute as well. Did not see this move coming, guys. If we can get above 98.99, we're going to 023. I do not, Vipool. I do not. Listen, one thing I've learned with programmers, they all have great intentions. And, they'll tell you 2 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever the case may be. And then they get into it and the programming is, programming is a skill that I do not possess. But bear in mind that, everything has to be right. And there's always glitches. So by the time they program this stuff, anybody take that 300 breakout, fellas? There's 20 handles. I do not know any high frequency programmers, but I think any programmer could probably, Joel could probably do it if you gave him the parameters. Well, for Ninja, Joel's mostly a Ninja programmer. Anybody take the 300 breakout? All right, Brad, good. All right, Eli. It's free trade, fellas. I think you have a target now at 350, 347. I think we could, let me tell you, 28 is our next area of resistance, 328, right? If we can get listen, do you remember where we spent the majority of our time yesterday? Between 28 and 67. There's both targets on silver. Between 28 and 67 is where we spent the majority of our time yesterday. We're now coming into that 28 resistance. And we've gone green delta on the NASDAQ. Gold is, still don't see this move. There's 02. We hit that 023. That was our target. I said if we get above 98.99. Todd, you need to check your emails. I sent you an email yesterday. Todd N. Brad. All right. See you tomorrow, Brad. Nice job. Brad took gold and the NQ. He's done. He's leaving. Nice job, Brad. If gold can get above this 03 area, we could trade to 063, which was my target yesterday. 063. We didn't quite get there. We got to 04 and change. If gold gets above 046, pay attention. Gold above 046 is a breakout. It's got to break 046. All right, Rich, you as well. You're back home, right? I have no idea what the dollar strength was about, but we're going to need it to roll through VWAP. If it rolls down through VWAP, gold's going to pop again. We still have a negative delta. It's not like they're buying a ton of gold. Just crazy. It's maintained 1,800 or so negative delta. Euro's turning up also. Dollar breaks down here below about 0.25 and starts working into one standard or lower, back into the lows of the day. Gold is going to rocket. NASDAQ has to get up through 28 and it starts trading into that 67 area again. Watch NASDAQ on a pullback to 07, 08 area. That was initial resistance, should now be some support for a bounce. Pelosi Jabberjohn. All right, guys, listen. We may now get a gold short, small short. I got to wait. Small buyers. All right. If gold drops below 014, so 013 may give you a quick scalp back to 98.4. Dollars holding VWAP. You can see it here. Looks like it's going to push up. It wants to push up to 063 area. and then potentially to 9.5. We do have buyers. Five-minute it double topped at 3.9. Trying to push, fellas. Watch that 4-7 breakout. There you go. All right, guys. First target filled here, 35 ticks. Sellers in. Need a bounce here. Well, that didn't go quite as far as I thought it would. Got to 6.3. This is going to pull back to 3.1. No other bots, guys. I'm going to turn gold on now. Would have fired along already, but I turned a gold on. I mean crude. There may be a small short right here on gold. It's too fast. 02 was my short. Moved too fast. This could come back to 98.4. Okay, out on the runner on gold. Break even +1. So you got 30, you got 71 ticks on that trade. It's coming to 90.5. All right, NASDAQ. Support on the NASDAQ is going to be 6 area. Long as we maintain 28, we trade it into that 28 to 6. All right, John, aloha. Nice job. Great job. As long as we now we're trying to hold that 28 area. If we trade 28 above, we trade to 67 zone. Below 28, we start working down to 289. We still have, fairly decent net buying. Initial support on ES will be about 35.50. Got a long on the NASDAQ here at about 33, 34 area with a stop below 20. You're long at 30. Yeah, that's what I see. Same trade. Stop has to be below 20 though. And we're just sitting here. With buyers. We're sitting here at buyers. Look at this. Sideways again. Every day this week. Chump. Gold should come down. Let me take a look at the YM. Nothing. YM may be a small short with a stop at 51, but I think YM can work back to 440. That may be an easier trade for you guys. This NASDAQ is just a pain in the keister. There's gold, the first target. Not quite. Actually, it hit first target to the tick and didn't fill it. Order filled where? Probably silver. Yeah. Come on, gold. I'm going to take 2 off manually, guys. It hit first target to the tick and didn't fill. YM sitting. NASDAQ has buyers, guys. I mean, I can't take it short. There's no short. 5-minute candle is an inside candle. Now we're trying to pop back up. It's trying to hold this 28 area. There it goes. Out on the runner on gold in the 3-minute, but 2 off. Hey, Joe. Target on NASDAQ. If we can get above 51, we're going back to 67. If you're trading multiples, I'd probably take some off about 40, 42. We're just chumping around in here. I think eventually we're going to come back down here and test VWAP. We're building a wedge on the NASDAQ. With buyers. We have buyers. I mean, there's no real sellers in here. We've got almost 1,000 net buyers. The buyers are here. We've got, on the 5-minute, I've got an inside and an inside candle. YM is a short at 496. If it comes down, 496. Gold still selling. Take a look at gold. See where we may get a bounce. Anybody short gold? We're coming to that 90.5. We got to 91.4. We're coming to 90.5. This NASDAQ, guys, look at a 5-minute chart. It's just, okay, Joe. NASDAQ, I mean, if it breaks 13 again, 14, it's coming down to at least 10, maybe 7. A break of 7 could take it to 289. It's ugly, guys. It's kind of got no direction, so be patient. Here is your silver, by the way. Silver bot shorted again, or took a short. There's gold coming into that 90.5 area. If that breaks, we come 86.7 on gold, 86.7. ES is holding up well. YM also dead nuts flat. Although I think we're going to, if we break this 96, it's coming down. If you guys want to try a small long, it's above 544. But it's not for me. ES, I don't have a dang trade on. It's just sitting at 38.39. God, this NASDAQ, holy, just brutally ugly. Gold's got 3,500 sellers. May get a small bounce in here, but next level down is maybe 87. I mean, we're still another inside candle, 3 consecutive inside candles so far, guys. If NASDAQ can get up through first hurdle is 41 quarter half, you'll get that 42 target. Fellas, the only thing I can tell you is if you're going to trade the NASDAQ, you're going to have to, again, you're going to have to be patient. Levels, targets are getting hit, but it's not a smooth ride to targets. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Here comes silver to first target again. Hit first target, no fill to the tick. There it is again to first target, no fill. This is when I say, okay, well, you hit it twice. Break even +1 on silver. Okay. Silver's got 2 off, break even +1. This will be the last trade silver takes for me today. It is well up. I've shut that bot off. Gold's headed to 86.7. See, this is slow. There we go. First target would now be off on the NASDAQ, guys. You just, again, if you're gonna trade, you're gonna have to give it a wide berth. Got a pullback entry if anybody wants it, about 46. It's on the runner on silver. Silver is done for me for the day. It's up about $2,600. It's done. NASDAQ should now trade back to 67 is where it should go, or at least try to work into it. Flat on gold, 3 trades, $2,315. Nice job. Nice job. In the beginning, Steve, when we first built the bot and we didn't have targets identified, I mean, we've had huge trades. Now, you don't have to use the targets. Which you're not. You're running them. Euro's gotten beat. Dollar is back up off VWAP. We never got through. We never got through on the first. Two contracts, one off at target one and then a freebie. Okay. Anybody take that 46 long on the pullback? Didn't give you much heat. 4 handles, 46 bounced to 53. ES is quiet as a church. And YM, well, if you took that 44 long, went to 50 ticks. Anybody take YM? Got a small long, going to try again on the NASDAQ right in here, 47, 48. And then if we can pop right here at 54, I'd like to see a pull back to 26. Tick range is 153, fellas. It's got to get through that. And we should start working back up to that 67, which I think it will. You're just going to sit with this thing. It's a beast, man. There, it's through. We're not getting these smooth moves. We're getting these back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Anybody take 48? You got a quick 10 handles. Now you can try a pull back to 50 if you're not in at 48, 50 if it comes back there. Okay, we're above 67. What's our target now, fellas? We broke out. Target is now 406. Anybody that took that last pullback at 48, love and life. 406. It's our target. 407. Let's call it 405. Just for conversation, let's call it 405. Now you need a pullback to 69. Never mind, not even going to see it. Now 74 pullback. It's gone. Anybody long? I want to remind you, this trade really originated at 300. Okay, Steve's long. Ingmar's long. Of course you are, Ingmar. Nice job, Steve, from 323. Okay, so we've got about 2,000 net buyers, of which 1,000 came in this last candle. So this is your potential for the pullback right here, 77 area. Yannick, you got your daily goal. Nice job. I don't think we're going to pull back far, guys. Here comes gold down to 86.7. It's at 88.8. We're going to get 86.7 next, guys. Here it comes if anybody's short. Guys, I'm giving you entries and I'm giving you targets. If you're not taking trades, you're not taking trades. And what will happen is with most traders, you guys will sit and watch and sit and watch and sit and watch and sit and watch, and you'll say, oh my God, Bob's on fire and he's hitting all his trades and he's a freak. I could have made $1 billion and blah, 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 blah. And then you'll take a trade and it's a losing trade. You guys don't cherry pick trades, fellas. If you're going to trade, trade. 60, I don't have a 6E trade. Well, it's been in the short all morning from before when I turned my bots on. Somebody say 86.7. Somebody want to tell me what we hit? 86.6. Got you an extra $10. Below that, we come to 82.8. If you're short gold, hang on to that sucker. 82.8 is coming next. All right, NASDAQ is breathing hard.
Order submitted.
Here goes the NASDAQ, guys.
Order canceled.
We're going to 406, fellas, 405. Then higher, looks like 412. August pending home sales. I mean, if we're going to beat, we got to beat. So we're holding the 34, right? The whole way up so far, right? We're holding a 34. Where's your entry? Maybe 80, 81. We have 2,000 net buyers, 1,900 and 2,010.
Order submitted.
We just hit 82. $82 quarter again. So I'm off by a point on the 81. No, I'm not. Now we're kind of consolidating.
Order canceled.
There we go. I was off, guys, by a handle. 4 ticks. We're holding that 34. As long as that 34 keeps reaching higher. Is GC long? Not for me. Uh-oh. There's 400, fellas. I said 06. I said 5-6, right? 6. And now going. Now we're going to probably close to 15. I missed it, guys, at 81. It came to 82 a couple of times. 82 quarter. That's off. Thank you, Jeff. This is an area of resistance. If we can break above 410, if I can get a candle close above about 407, now we're working, guys. If we can get a candle close above 407, right where it is, I need a 5-minute close, not a 15 range close. Looks like we're going to clearly get it, right? Next target up is 445. I need a candle close above 07. Next candle up is 445. I hope somebody's holding long still, fellas. Are dead quiet because they're all longs. Indices are all in long, so there's no bot trades. I shut off crude. I doubt we're going to get a trade unless it blowout miss. All right, we're going to get another 15-minute candle here in less than a minute. This may give us a pullback entry, guys, near 20. We have 5,000 buyers, fellas. I'm sorry, 3,000 net buyers. We just came to that 20, guys. 20 quarter. Anybody take it? You may get another. You may still get it. I mean, I missed by a tick, fellas, when it was in the 40s. All right, here's a new candle.
Order submitted.
You son of a gun. Come on.
Order filled.
All right, so there's 20.
submitted.
There's 20. It's not turning up yet. It's trying to hold that 21 area. Come on. Got to come back up through 23. Small buyers in here. Come on, 25. Got to get back up through 30. Through 30, this thing starts working into 50. There you go, guys. Starts working into 50 now. There you go. Stop on gold. If you're long at 91.8, I wouldn't give it much. 89.8, 20 ticks. Gold should work back into VWAP. That's my target is 94.4, fellas. I mean, you got 10 ticks in it, a little bit more. Should get to close to 94.5. And there's your NASDAQ, guys. If anybody took that 20, I took that trade. I did not get in at 20. I got in at 24. There you go, guys. Said you're heading up towards that 50. We're going to break out above 49.50, guys. If this goes above 50, hold on to your keister. Somebody say 94.4 on gold from 91.8. Oh! Another target, fellas. 91.8 to 94.4. Oh! If you guys aren't making money, you're doing something wrong. You're welcome, Magnus. If you're trading multiples, fellas, if you're trading multiples on gold, you got a shot now of 96.2. My stop personally would be break even or better. Trade them as you see fit. Trade them as you see fit. Good job, Magnus. So Magnus, who's a relatively new member, said he's paid for the bot many times now. Guys, those of you that are here for the week, my order flow trades alone, you should be able to make money if you're following direction. I mean, there's just no reason not to make money, guys, unless you're doing your own thing. Unless you're doing your own thing, fellas. Is there anybody that is not making money today? Anybody? And for my trials. Thanks, James. I mean, fellas, again, a few guys are answering, but most of you guys are quiet. Is there anybody? Let me ask this. Nice job, Terrence. Do I have anybody that's not even taking trades? You're just sitting here. Okay, Mark, you're not trading. Do I have anybody else that's not taking trades? Do I have anybody that's, nice job, Magnus. Thank you, Andy. I know you are. You know, the guys that have been around a long while, you're welcome, Darwin. The guys that have been around a long while, you know, a couple months, 2-3 months or longer. You know, I've got members in the room 5 and 6 years. You know, they generally do very, 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 very well. And I realize it takes a little bit of time, you know, to get used to me and my style. Guys, if we break this 49.50, if you're hanging on to NASDAQ from that 20 area pullback, nice job, Kristen. We are going to rocket above 50. It's going to Elton John it. Here comes Rocket Man right now. My Dom just froze on that move. Yeah, the only issue I'm having is with the NASDAQ. There you go, Magnus. Rocket Man here, guys. Here comes Elton John. Yeah, Dirk, and that takes a little bit, you know, which bots to focus on. I mean, for the guys that are here, you know, for the week, you can hear, you know, how auspiciously quiet it is. The downside to the bots are when we get into these trend trades, right? Today's clearly a trend day, right? The problem with trends are we don't get the pullbacks to get back in. So if you get the initial trade, so let me show you for instance, okay? Let me show you for instance. So here is the NASDAQ today. This is just a for instance. You're welcome. You're welcome, Gary. The NASDAQ, as far as we're concerned, took this long back here at 818, right? 9, 24, and 42 handles. And it's still going. The problem is we can't get a pullback for a reload. It's just a straight trend day. So if we don't get this trade at 818, we're not getting a trade. I mean, you can shut these off. ES, same thing. Now, later in the day, we may get a reversal. But, you know, we've now got 4,200 net buyers. Anybody here looking for shorts? I'll give you your next target, 484. 484. You can, Floyd. You can. The point I'm making is if you're not in that trade. If you weren't in the trade at 818, where do you get in? Now, I said it earlier. I bought pullbacks earlier into the 34, right? We're walking this, for the most part, this 34 moving average up, right? When it's pink, the 34 is trending down. When it's blue, we're trending back up. I gave the entry at 20. I mean, it came back to maybe 15. I took it at 24 on the opening of the new candle, trading Delta. Right? 20 ticks. 84 final target, unless you want to hold it for a complete breakout, but 84. 50, you got 24 ticks in crude. Nice trade. All right, so this trade here, guys, this would be invalidated, right? It's locked up. All right, guys. Crude got to 74, didn't go to 84. Nice trade, though, fellas. 24 ticks. All right, so where would we want NASDAQ long now? Right about here. Again, 55, 54, 53, this area. Your entry is 44, huh? Okay. I mean, for me, I'd take it right about here and then add in again. But we shall see. Euro's turning up. Or trying to turn up. ES is not going to give me a trade today. Neither will the NASDAQ Adoonies. Nice job, Gary. Still not a short, guys. Why am I looking at the YM? Change the chart, guys. There you go. This area should hold, guys. 45. That should be support. That's again long. I had it a little higher up, but in this volatility, 6-7 handle pullback, not much. Best support is going to come in between 418 and 423. I doubt that we're going to get there. I mean, I don't think so, but you never know. Oh, I think gold comes down. I think gold is going to get just dumped on. Gold is holding this area for support. If this breaks here, let me look at gold. I've been looking at crude. If gold breaks below that support at 89.7, 89.6, it's going to get stink-faced. Guys, NASDAQ's long. It's not a short. It is not a short, fellas. You got 60 sellers in here and a net delta of about 4,800. They're just bleeding some of this profit out. Is there anybody not having fun today? Come on, slingshot through this. Today's a lot of fun. There we go. Come on, buddy. Buyers back in, fellas. Back over 5,000. Excuse me. 42 is support. You got rising support now, 43. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump. Pound is strong bid. Euro is bid. Dollar index is selling. No bounce in the dollar. All right, Andre. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow. Anybody have any questions, guys? Anybody have any questions? Dirk, my opinion, it's not a recommendation. I want to be clear. Yeah, I would say that's accurate. That would be my opinion. And there goes gold. There's my 96.2 target coming. Not before a pretty good pullback, but nonetheless. Been small sellers over the last 15 minutes. Yeah. Let it pull back, guys. We've got most of our targets. Let it pull back. No more up? Is that what are you saying, Steve? Nah, this is a long. There's no shorts. I go up. It's going up. There's no shorts here. I mean, not for me. There's a nice trade, obviously, if we were taking shorts, off that high of the move, but whoever knows that's the high of the move. I have to trade what I'm seeing in order flow and in delta, and I don't see shorts. If this moves, this has to move back above 48. 48 initially. Above 48. Right here. That line. I mean, if you go short, I think you'll regret it, but what do I know? All I can do is trade what I see. If we get above 48, we start working higher. We start dealing with Europe now.
Order filled.
Do, do, do. So again, 48.65. Gold on the 15-minute, I allowed to take one trade. Okay, so it just took an enormous winning trade again. Well, so what? 710. I'm happy. 3-minute, 280, no big deal. 377 had a nice day. NASDAQ on the 15 range, I let it take one trade, up 360. Silver took two trades, 26.75. What do I have in trades in totality? 2, 3, I don't know how many there. 4, and 5. I allowed the bots to take roughly 6, 7, 8 trades in totality to make how much? 42? What was it? Well, I use the stops that the bot designates. I don't care about stops. I care about probabilities. Listen, if you guys are afraid to trade, then you're never going to be a trader. If you're afraid to take a loss, you're never going to be a trader. Find another job. Seriously. We all know as traders, we're not going to be right all of the time. We know that. Right? For the record, this got that second target. So my numbers are accurate. And I have traders that are out trading me. Steve, for instance, Steve T, what did you do in gold? I mean, he out traded me in gold probably 3-1. He's still in. So here's the thing. All of you guys, at the end of the day, I do my totals, right? Some of you still don't get the concept that we are never going to have the same numbers. Never. Never. Ever, ever. He's up 36.55 just on the 377 tick with a stop at 19.05 currently. He's up 3,700 or 3,600. 5 trades, he said. I'm up 840. Now, again, Steve has figured out a way, and he's only trading 2 contracts. Yeah, come on, man. That's right. Do the thing. Come on, man. So Steve, as a trader, has figured out something that works for him. Each of you guys, I give you the blueprint, right? I do all the heavy lifting, but you guys can work it so that it works for you, right? If you don't like 15 minutes because somebody says to me, oh my God, it's an 80 tick stop. I can't say that in the room because it's recorded and then it goes on YouTube and Vimeo. Steve, I won't give out your email address because 6,300 followers will have your email address. But Steve is willing to talk to anybody, he said. And very honestly, Steve is, we got a couple of very good traders in the room. Steve is a very good trader. He posts his trades when he takes his NASDAQ trades and stuff. He's telling me what he's doing. I can't give it out I can't give it out in the room, Joe. If you email me, I'll certainly give it. But, fellas, again, some of you may not like a 15-minute time frame. Okay, I get it. Listen, here's what I can tell you I know with categoric certainty. Everybody wants to make money, and everybody wants to do it with a 4-tick stop. For years, we've all been inundated. And in point of fact, it was a hell of a day. I think we caught every single bounce and pullback, and targets were hit. If this 84 target gets hit, and I think we will, then I've hit all of my targets for the day. Pay attention. If we can get a 5-minute close above 85, our target then becomes 523. And 563. I do not think we're getting above 562. On the absolute outside, we can get to 601. I do not think so. But if they come out and say we got a $1.5 trillion stimulus, thanks, Dirk. Guys, I want everybody in this room to make money. Listen, for my members, pay attention. Saturday morning, I will do education. It will be at 9 a.m. I will have a link put in the member area in the next day or two. So anybody that's a member, if you want to attend education, you will get the link like you do for the room out of the member area. For my trial members, I want to thank you for sitting in once again. You want ES targets. ES targets, huh? I have to tell you, Pam, I have no targets anymore. Let me try it on a bigger time frame. I have to go to an hourly. 33.98.50. 33.98. Let me go to a 15-minute and see if that changes. All right, so on a 15-minute, 79 and then 98. All right, 79 and 98, Pammy. You're very welcome, Terrence. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the day. If anybody has any questions or wants to chat, anybody that's sat in for the week, feel free to reach out to me. And I will see you guys in the room tomorrow. I am done for the day, fellas. You're still in the gold trade. Hang on one second. Let's see here. Red said, there was something you said that you were going to... No. You're welcome, Eduardo. Yeah, we might get a pullback here. You're welcome, Chris. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll come back and do it again. We'll see if we can't torch him again tomorrow. See you, fellas.